Hey everyone, Sarah here. In this video, I am treating my setting up of my 2021 planner like a project. So I'm breaking it down. What I want to use it for. I'm doing some mind mapping. I'm doing some outlining. This is a long video and please bear with me. I think it's all good stuff. I've never seen a video like this. At least I haven't come across one. So definitely, I hope you like it. I'm sorry for the long video, but I think it's all good stuff. Also, you get a full dose of my personality in this video, so I apologize in advance. All right, we'll get into it. I'm going to start outlining how I want to set up my 2021 Hobonichi Cousin. So I started to do this and then I realized content for you all to understand how I start setting up my planning system. So I thought we would do it together. And I honestly have no idea how this video is going to come out. And I'm trying to do this like live, or I'm going to talk while I'm doing this. I wanted to start with doing a mind map of all the things that I want to use my planner for. But here, so you can see I started to do it and then I'm like, well, and I started to actually outline the number of pages and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I want to do this with everybody in my little community here. So I'd love your feedback on this video. So make sure you leave a comment. So I'm going to start off with the mind map. And so the mind map I am using, and I'm going to mind map all the ways that I want to use my planner. We're going to use a pen and we're going to just get crazy with the whiteout. What am I mind mapping? I am mind mapping Sarah's 2021 planner. Yay. Okay. So what do I want, when I think of my planner, what do I want it to be? So I obviously want it to manage my schedule. And then I also want to use my planner for tracking. And we'll talk about tracking when I actually set up my planner. So I want to set it for like trackers or kind of like growth, if you will. So maybe that really should be named growth. We're going to do that. We're going to name it, no, I'm going to stick with trackers. I'll just put a little growth in there. Okay. And then what else do I want to do? So I know I want to manage like my projects in it. You guys know I haven't set it up. So kind of like the aesthetic. So that's what I know I want to use. But then I had like a little bit of a vision for my planner, and I've spoken a little bit about this for each of, like in some of my videos, where I really just want to get to, right now my planning system consists of a work bullet journal and then my planner. And you guys, if you've been watching for a while, you know I've been kind of trying to get to one book for work. So my objectives, and this really kind of should be up here, but I'm going to put it down here because, well, I'll start. So I want one planner to manage all the things. Okay. And then I also want, I kind of should put this maybe down here, and that's more for just so you all can see. One planner to manage all the things, and then my planner is actually used for how I execute all the things. So it's really like the tactical, the to-dos of doing all of the things in my year, basically. Well, 6 months for this planner. So if you think about it, so one planner to manage all the things and how I execute all the things. So the schedule speaks directly to how I execute it, right? Because I got to be in these places at this time. The trackers is kind of speaking to managing all the things. The projects is something I manage. And well, frankly, the setup in Deco is just to keep me coming back to my planner. So I'm manipulating myself, maybe. I don't know. But it's my way of keeping my discipline. So that's how I did that. And then I know that I want to continue. I really am digging this. So I want this section to be my journal and this to be my planner. So I only want to get down to 2 books because right now I have this, and then I also have a journal, and I find myself having this when I actually want my journal. So I'm trying to get to simplifying. I know that I want to like hit the ground running in January. So I want this to be ready on January 1st. So I would say, and we're a little bit backtracking here just for more understanding, but so I need to buy it, which I've already bought my stuff. So we know that Hobonichi launched on 9/2/20, and I did order them on that day. And then I want to like design it, right? So this is the next milestone. So these are the milestones to being ready for January 2021. So I'm kind of treating this like a project, if I would. So this is exactly how I would set up my work projects, if you will. I get the ready date basically, and then I go backwards from there in scheduling. So I bought it, it's all done, and I want to design it. So, and when I say design, like the layout, how it looks, how I'm going to use it. So that's what we're doing here. So it's more like the outline. The next thing, so I want to get that done, we'll say by September 30th. Okay. And then I mean, these are not hard and fast dates. Nobody's going to die if I don't get these done, but I'm really just kind of overly, I'm overdoing it basically. I'm admitting to you, but I think this is fun to do. We all love it, and it's also a little bit of how I plan out a project. So I thought it would kind of speak to that functionalness. All right, so then I want to like dive into setting it up. Okay, so this is messy, but this is legit. This is life. This is how you plan out stuff. Lots of whiteout. Okay, so setup. So I want to have the setup done by December 31st. I probably will have it done. So I really think that there's our milestones, right? You buy your stuff. I figure out how I want to use it. So I design it. I set it up. And then it's ready for me on January 1st. And the reason why I like it January 1st is because if you don't know, I spoke to one of my videos, I'd have to go back, but every month I have a theme, and I like to brainstorm the themes, and in January I like to hit the ground running, because if I use January as my setup month, I feel like I'm already behind. So this is a little stupid of me, but I just like it. So now my project name is 2021 Setup. I know that I want this planner to manage all the things, and I want it to be how I execute all the things. So that's what I want to do. I want it to be ready January 1st, and then here's some quick milestones. And these really the trackers, projects by next actions. This stuff should have probably been down here, but whatever. And status is happy, and my team is me, myself, and I. The mind mapping. So scheduling. So what are the things that I want to manage the schedule of? I want to manage the schedule of me. I want to manage the schedule of my kids. I want to manage my work. It's like the work cadence. So first day of the month, end of the month. I also want to manage my project schedules. I want to manage my diet. So I would say meal plan, but I'm just going to put it in here. And I also want to manage my plan the grind. So plan the grind, which actually is Etsy and YouTube. So those are some of the things I want to schedule. Oh, and then I also want to do my next actions. So trackers and the growth. So what do I want to track? So I want to track my goals, just how I'm doing to my goals. Food, YouTube, my exercise, and diet. Okay. So those are the things I want to track. And I probably do those yearly, monthly, daily. So depending on kind of what it is. So we'll break that down. So my projects, I know I want a project list. I know I want to track the milestones of the project. I want to track the timeline of my projects and how they overlap, because there's just a lot going on. And I need to see where they're bumping into each other and how they tie to the end of the month, and also maybe how they tie to something going on in my personal life too. So setup. If I'm looking at this, I know I love these little things, so those are definitely going to happen. So we'll call that like a divider. So I know that next year, and I started playing with this, so these are some of my routine trackers. So I like using this as a tracker, but I'm also extremely torn because I want to use this as a calendex. The index, the kind of decorative because it kind of keeps me going back. Functional. I know I want some tabs, and I know I want to keep it like simple. And so the reason, part of why I like stickers, so I was getting into the sticker, and I love how these look, I really do. But part of why I like the stickers is because it's a template, because I know for sure that I'm not going to be able to have the time to like set this stuff up and draw it out every day. And that's why I kind of moved away from the full bullet journal, just a plain notebook. I know I'm not gonna be able to set this up every week, so I want to have stickers to supplement this because I do think that this stuff helps my productivity. So that's why I really have set up these kind of really light neutral stickers, just so they're there to keep me focused, but they're not like overpowering. Alrighty. Okay, so now I have an idea, and when I get into setting this up, I can't say that I'm not going to add or take away things, but at least I have some idea of how I want to set this up to work for me, to function for me, because this is my, part of my planning system. So what do I notes? So I wanted to do like favorites and notes and listening to, and then I started to think about this a little more, and this is stuff that I want in my journal, favorites, and so that's really something I would keep in my journal. It has nothing to do with how I'm going to execute the plan, right? So it's more just how I want to, things I like to track, and books and all that kind of stuff. I did want to do memory planning, so if you guys have seen recently, so I started doing some memory planning in it, and I'm really loving that, and I like that because it gives me just enough to have some regular kind of journaling, if you will. All right, so I think that's it for the kind of outline of it. So what are the next actions, or what are some of the to-dos that I have to do? So I know I outlined my planner. Now I want to identify the sections. I know I'm going to use some stickers here, so print stickers, print by and these are not in order, but figure out my goals for next year, the whole diet thing, create a meal plan. My meal plan is going to be around my the special diet I have to be on, which is I can eat 25 items, everyone. Woo! What else? So I actually outline planner, that's actually not done. So that was outline planner. That was outline. I would say that was really design planner, because that's what this is. And then I'm going to keep this as, oh, gosh darn it. Okay. Yeah. So design, and then we're outline planner. All right. So when I think of outline plan, so here's my planner. I'm sorry for the paper. All right, so this one, look at it's damaged. Oh, okay. So I started just looking at this. So this is where I got the idea that I should do this with you. This is what I started doing. I know, everyone. Okay, so we're gonna do it together. So I'm gonna go through this planner, and I want to figure out all the usable space that I have. So this is usable, this is usable, this is usable, this is usable, right? So I want to understand all the usable space, because if you guys have probably seen me using like a dot grid stickers to cover up some of the pages. So I wanted to go through, and I know that the inside cover, I'm going to do this again with this vinyl cover, because I just like it, and I like that it matches like the black aesthetic here, and the yellow just is not my jam. So anyhow, so I want to outline the planner. So I know that this is out of pocket because I'm going to put the black on it, like this thing here. Okay, so we're going to call this the signature sheet. I have no idea, everyone. And then what do we have? The other side of the signature sheet. Oh, we're going to call this the front, and then we're going to have signature sheet back. And then we're going to call this the title page. And then this is the calendar. I know I'm not going to really do anything with that. So this here, here is the calendex, is that what they call that? So actually I'm going to draw a line because this will kind of figure out another section. Okay, so calendex, Jan to June. All right, calendex, July through December. It looks like a P, December. Man, I hope you all can see this. Okay. All right, so then I got December. So there's one section. Then I'm going into the monthlies. So December monthly. So then January, I'm going into the monthlies, and these are the monthlies. Okay, so wait, July starts on here. So then we have July, and then we have July. All right, so now we're done the monthlies. That's the monthly section. Okay, now we're digging into the weeklies, and this is the first week of January. So I'm not going to do it because I might want these. I don't know what I'm going to do here, but we're just going to leave those. So turning the page to a new year. So grid, 2 pages. We have the monthly title page every month. I can do something with that. And my intention with the dailies is to use it more like the work bullet journal. So I'm gonna just skip all the way through the dailies. So now, and then we're gonna go because now we're in the dailies. We're just gonna call this dailies. I'm sorry, this is messy. Okay, so how many grid spacing in the back? So we'll do this. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 grids. Oh, well, that worked out nicely. The reason why I wanted to do that is because I'm going to label all these. And then timetable, graph paper, favorite, my 100, Japanese, language, okay.
More Japanese language, we'll call this 1, 2, we'll call this one 3, 3, we're going to call this one 4, 4, this one, language 5, gifts, and then I don't know what this is, Japanese language again, more, I wish I knew what it was, 7, and then addresses, and personal needs, and then
the serial number, and then back, signature, and then the back. Well, I'm not going to do that one because that's going to be black too. Alrighty. Okay, so now what am I thinking? I want to go through, and I feel like this video is super long, so I think we're going to do a 2-parter here. So I'm just going to go through and do this because this is what I'm going to use them for. I think I'm going to stop for now, but just to recap, so I figured out how I want to use my planner, which was to manage all the things and to manage how I execute all the things. I figured out how I wanted to get it, my timeline of getting it set up and what I wanted it to be ready for. I figured out just some high-level, quick next actions that I want to do, or my to-do list. I did a mind map of all the different areas of how I want to use this, like schedule, trackers, or growth, my projects, and how I want to set it up and decor. And then I outlined my usable pages. So I use stickers to, like dot grid stickers, to cover up the pages that I don't understand, because those are important real estate, let me tell you. So that's how I use it, how I outlined that. So my next video, because this is getting way too long and you guys are probably like, this woman's nuts. My next one is going to be me filling these in with these activities, if you will. So that's it. Feel free to leave any questions or comments in the notes, and these stickers are available in my shop. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.